Alright, so here I've got my code reader plugged in here. I'm gonna go to read codes, stored codes, and P0193 is the only stored code that I have. That's the fuel rail pressure sensor circuit high. Reading around online, there's a number of diagnostic things you can do to determine if it's a short somewhere, if it's a computer issue rather than a fuel sensor issue. I also read that typically it's just the sensor. The part was $115, which for a $600 minivan is a bit, but if I need that to keep it running well, then I'll do it. I do also have two pending codes. So here is the stored codes as well. I got some codes from running the gas dry, but I think those will clear up in a minute. These are the two codes that it had also stored as pending codes, is P0171 and P0174, which are running lean on bank 1 and 2. That makes sense with the fuel pressure sensor not working correctly. It's not telling the fuel pump to pump enough fuel up, which means that you don't have the correct pressure at the injectors, which means it's not going to spray enough fuel, which means it's going to run lean. I'm going to go ahead and clear all these codes after I get this replaced, and then we'll hopefully not fire any more codes soon. Alright, so today we are going to replace the fuel rail pressure sensor right there on this 2004 Ford Freestar. It's the 3.9 liter V6. I have already pulled the fuel pump relay, and I just ran it till it was dry to drop the pressure in there. Ideally, I think you're going to want to let this sit overnight so the system's cool, and that'll help reduce pressure, but here we go. Alright, so I went ahead and took the cowl off. It'll give us a little extra room to work up in here. Not by far, because this guy is still in the way, but we're going to be getting to that guy right there. I got the replacement part already, so I just got to take him out and I'll put the new one in. Okay, I just used a 5/16 socket to take those bolts out. He's got a little vacuum line on him here. And there's an electrical connector back here because this big wonderful guy is here. We can't get to that before we take it off, so I got those bolts out. It should just come off. I'll pull it this way, disconnect it. That should give us some extra play there. We'll use some dielectric grease on the new one just to help seal it up against future ingress of water and corrosion. And then the new one should just push right back in and screw right back in. So here we got the old guy out. There's the new one from AutoZone. There's your part number. And as you can see, it's just exactly alike. I don't know how sensitive this little guy is, so I'm going to do my best to not bang him around or hit him on anything. But yeah, it just slides in there. Get your O-ring, and give it a seal, screw it in, plug up a vacuum. Should fix my codes. Make it run better. Alright, so there's our new guy in situ. Sitting right there on the fuel rail. Don't know what the torque spec is on those bolts, but I'm not cranking down on them real hard because it appears to all just be aluminum it's coming into. Maybe real thin gauge steel, I don't know. At any rate, they're holding it in place. Got the connector back on with some dielectric grease, got the vacuum back on. Let's get the fuel pump relay in here and see what she does. Make sure you get this back in here the correct way. I recalled when I pulled it out that it was upright. So make sure all the connectors are in the right spot, otherwise it's not going to do anything. It's back in. Let's try it. Alright, so here we are after the install. I erased the codes. I don't have any check engine light, which, it'll have to run for a while before it'll pick that up and start and stop a couple times. So I will keep you posted, but appears to be running well. So we'll see what she does. So after starting it up and letting it run for a minute, I just want to come and make sure, do a little inspection here, make sure I don't have any leaks. I don't see any signs of fuel coming out of that fuel rail there. So it tells me we're getting a good seal. The system is pressurized and nothing's spraying out at me, so appears to be working as it should. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cowl back on, get her buttoned up, and just keep an eye on her for a while. Hopefully she won't give me any more problems for, I don't know, at least a couple of days. That's all for now. Alright guys, so here we can see this is about 48 hours after the repair, a little more. Just got to work, thought I'd do a quick update. Still don't have any check engine codes, which is good. I've got my track off light down there, which has been on essentially since I've had this thing. That's a separate issue I'm going to track down probably in another video. But yeah, it's running great, running smooth, full strong, not throwing any more codes. So P0193, P0171, P0174 fixed with a fuel rail pressure sensor. That's it for now. Hopefully she'll go at least a couple of weeks without needing anything else from me. Just put new tires on her, so got to get another 60,000 out of her. That's it for now. We'll catch you guys next time.